CVA's AccuraSeries, Bergara barrels for guaranteed accuracy, nitride for guaranteed rust-proofing, and a rifle guaranteed to be the best muzzleloader you've ever shot. CVA, it's just a better gun.
This segment's being sponsored by Tri-Green Equipment. Stop in and see them at 21 locations in Alabama, Mississippi, and Tennessee. They can take care of all your Honda, Steel, and John Deere needs. All right, everybody, this next segment's being sponsored by Courtney's Restaurant and Catering. You guys can find them at 4066B North Mount Juliet Road in Mount Juliet, Tennessee, or give owner Tom Courtney a call at 615-754-7548 and let them take care of all your delivery or catering needs. Welcome back to the studio. Got JD Hands here with us, and we've been talking about the Apex competition, the $1 million buck bash. We talked a little bit about the camera. Number one, when you get entered into this, you know, you're going to get this package, you get this camera, and you're going to film your harvest. And I want to talk to you a little bit more about that now, JD. So to have a legitimate entry, what would be required of me? I've got my box now, I'm ready to go hunting.
Yep.
So what's the next step to make sure I'm ready to go?
So we have you document yourself, the hunter, your location. You have to pan your location. We would confirm that if you were eligible for a large prize. You have to have a reasonable documentation of your harvest, meaning we have to be able to verify the animal you say you entered was on footage there. Your recovery. We have you take a photo at your recovery site, which helps us validate some more things. And then you have to video your final application of your tape. We supply measuring tape to make measuring easy. And we have you video that so we can tell from afar before we look deeper into your harvest that it was measured properly and there's no red flags there.
Okay.
And all that gets submitted on our website. Very easy process. We have a digital score form, and all your videos get uploaded. We walk you through the whole process online.
Now, is this a self-film only thing, or say Anthony and I went hunting together, could he use the camera and film me shooting a deer and me in it?
Absolutely. As long as you entered and you're harvesting the animal, you can film it however you want.
Okay, so as long as the one that harvests it's the one that enters it, you're good to go on that.
So, I mean, even if I'm entered in it and I self-film, I'm still good to go, right?
Still good to go.
Or if I'm with Brandon and I film him and he's entered, he's good to go.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yep.
I mean, that works out great. Now, let's talk a little bit about the entry fee. Everybody's going to want to know that. You know, what about the entry fee? So let's talk about that just a minute.
Yeah, the first-time entry fee with your buck bash box is $275. And then at that point, in following seasons or additional entries, the entry only, we send you out some measuring tape with it, and that's $250. But we do offer large discounts for, let's say, in Tennessee with your second deer harvest. We'll give discounts, or if you enter early before the season, stuff like that.
So you can enter this thing more than once yourself. You know, you can shoot 2 bucks here in Tennessee. So like he just said, you can have a second entry, but there is a cap on overall entries.
Yeah, we cap it off at 10,000. So we're trying to create kind of a elite, inclusive type feel to where everybody, you know, and also as you compete, contestants get priority entry the following season. Like they'll get to sign up before everybody else.
Right.
So I got a question. So say if you, well, not that wouldn't work. You said a while ago. So you can either enter, you can enter twice, but and then like if you entered, so like I bought one entry and I went out and killed a deer. Well, I couldn't, and I went out the next day and killed one, and it's bigger. I still couldn't enter it because you got to enter before you kill that deer, correct?
Yeah, if you had purchased the entry before your second harvest, that would be okay. It just has to be purchased before the actual harvest.
So when you turn in that first one, you better go on and get your second entry.
That's right. And so it's a lot more stuff to go in. I mean, like, you know, you got to have your date programming on your camera, because, you know, I know how a lot of people doing these things. First thing they start looking at is a way to get around.
Absolutely.
You know, and same way with the tape. And so you was talking about that a while ago. So what if they're scoring it, but for some reason everybody that's looking or y'all looking tell, well, they made because a lot of people want to score that tip to tip because it is a place for it on the Boone and Crockett sheets, but it don't count in the total score, you know. And like if they add that, it's like, no, you don't add that.
Yeah, we have a lot of education and walk you through the scoring process.
Okay,
you can also have your taxidermist score it for you if you're not familiar. However, our score form on our website only has the measurements that we require, and it also walks you through, gives you a diagram, videos, all that kind of stuff.
Well, is y'all's measurements comparable to Boone and Crockett, Pope and Young?
That's the standards that we follow.
That's okay. That's good. Okay. That's good.
Yeah, well, that's fantastic, and also people are already familiar with that.
That's right.
So you know they don't have to learn something new as far as getting
another.
Is it gross or net?
It's gross. Yeah, we don't like
Amen, hallelujah.
penalizing.
I agree. It's like don't you know, disqualify what the good Lord put on there.
That's
you know?
right. I'm a firm believer that nets are for fish.
That's right. That's exactly right. Yeah.
I mean, you know, no disrespect to the Boone and Crockett Club or anything, but I've always believed that if that deer has 147 inches, then he's got 147 inches. You know, I don't care if he nets 132. That's fine, but the good Lord gave him 147 inches.
And of course, it got to be 1 inch, at least one to score.
Yep. All that still applies.
That is great.
And another really cool thing about our website that people don't know is you have to upload all your content, and that is saved in your score history page where you can go back and relive that for forever, as well as other people can view it. They'll just click your name on the leaderboard. They'll be able to relive your harvest, all your videos you submitted, all that kind of stuff. So
okay, I got a question. It was, say if you know, some people, regardless, they're not going to be able to work the tape. You know, I mean, that's just how it is. Some of them can't score. What if we went and got, so like if I didn't know how to score one, but my next door neighbor is a certified scorer for like TWRA or something, could they score it and then I send that sheet in to y'all?
Absolutely. Okay, cool. The score form's on our website. You get access to it with an entry. It walks you through everything. But we would rather have somebody else score it for you if you weren't confident yourself. We want it to be accurate. Yeah.
That's good.
Guys,
okay, this next segment's over. I done won the rod.
We got a little something special for you tonight. If y'all remember, Tristan McCormick was here last week, and he brought this Smoke Creek rod with him, and we promised everybody we were going to give this away tonight. So this is a 7'3" medium heavy rod from Smoke Creek right here. If you will be the 5th caller, 615-737-7767, this Smoke Creek rod could be yours. Yeah, don't be over dialing.
Call in, Duck.
Guys, we'll be back here in just a second with some more Southern Woods and Waters.
That is